Alex had always been a bit of a ladies' man. He had a charm that was hard to resist, and he knew exactly how to use it to get what he wanted. But despite his player exterior, he had a soft spot for his on-again, off-again girlfriend, Rachel. Their relationship had been rocky from the start. They would break up, and then get back together, only to break up again. But despite the drama, they couldn't seem to stay away from each other. One of the biggest problems in their relationship was Alex's infidelity. He had cheated on Rachel multiple times, and she had always taken him back, but the pain and betrayal he had caused her had left deep scars. Despite all of this, when Rachel got pregnant, Alex was over the moon. He had always wanted to be a father, and he was determined to be there for his child. On the day Rachel gave birth, Alex left work and drove over 30 minutes to get to the hospital. He was by Rachel's side as she delivered their beautiful baby girl, and he was overcome with emotion as he held his daughter in his arms for the first time. As they left the hospital, Alex felt a sense of pride and responsibility that he had never felt before. He was determined to be a good father to his daughter, and he started making changes in his life to ensure that he could provide for her. He started driving over 100 miles every week to visit his daughter, and he began to form a strong bond with her. He would spend hours playing with her, reading to her, and just enjoying her company. But despite Alex's best efforts, Rachel had grown to hate him. She couldn't forgive him for his past infidelities, and she resented him for the pain he had caused her. As time went on, Rachel started to make it difficult for Alex to see their daughter. She would only allow him to have 4 hours with her every week, and she would often make excuses for why he couldn't see her. Alex was devastated. He had never felt such a deep connection with anyone before, and he couldn't bear the thought of being separated from his daughter. As the weeks turned into months, Alex started to suspect that something was off. Rachel seemed to be enjoying his misery, and he couldn't shake the feeling that she was hiding something from him. And then, one day, Rachel dropped a bombshell. She told Alex that she had been doing some calculations, and she was convinced that he wasn't the father of their daughter. Alex was stunned. He had never doubted that he was the father, and he couldn't understand why Rachel would say such a thing. But as he thought back to their rocky relationship, he started to realize that Rachel had been planning this all along. She had been using their daughter as a way to punish him for his past mistakes. Determined to get to the truth, Alex took Rachel to court. He wanted a DNA test to prove that he was the father of their daughter. As they stood in front of the judge, Alex could feel his heart pounding in his chest. He had only one wish, that the child would be his. But Rachel, fueled by hatred and resentment, didn't want Alex to have anything to do with their daughter. She had grown to despise him, and she was determined to keep him out of their daughter's life. The judge's words cut through the tension like a knife. Based on the DNA test results, it's clear that Mr. Alex is not the biological father of the child. Alex felt like he had been punched in the gut. He stumbled backward, his eyes wide with shock and despair. Rachel, on the other hand, was cheering. She had finally gotten her revenge, and she was determined to keep Alex out of their daughter's life. But as the judge looked at Rachel, he couldn't help but feel a sense of unease. Why was she so happy about the results? Didn't she care that Alex was devastated? "Ms. Rachel, I have to ask," the judge said, his voice firm but gentle. "Why are you so happy about the results? Don't you care that Mr. Alex is upset?" Rachel's smile faltered for a moment, and Alex saw a glimmer of the woman he used to love. But it was quickly replaced by a mask of hatred and resentment. "I'm just glad the truth is finally out," she spat. "I'm glad that Alex can't use our daughter as a way to manipulate me anymore." Alex felt a pang of sadness as he looked at Rachel. He had never seen her like this before, and he couldn't help but wonder what had happened to the woman he used to love. As they left the courtroom, Alex couldn't help but feel a sense of loss. He had lost the woman he loved, and he had lost the chance to be a father to his daughter. But as he looked up at the sky, Alex felt a sense of determination wash over him. He may have lost the chance to be a biological father to his daughter, but he was determined to be a part of her life in any way that he could. He turned to Rachel, who was still smiling smugly, and said, "I may not be the biological father, but I'm still going to fight for the right to see my daughter." Rachel's smile faltered, and for a moment, Alex saw a glimmer of uncertainty in her eyes. But then, her mask of hatred and resentment slipped back into place. "You'll never see her again," Rachel spat. "You've lost all rights to her." Alex felt a pang of sadness and regret, but he refused to give up. He knew that he had made mistakes in the past, but he was determined to make things right. As he walked away from the courthouse, Alex felt a sense of determination and purpose. He was going to fight for the right to see his daughter, no matter what it took.